Hey everyone, so we've been talking about whether or not it's ever rational to believe in miracles. Be sure to check out the playlist if you want to catch up. Now let's chat about something that's pretty heavy but also intriguing, miracles and the problem of evil. Think about this. The world is full of psychological and physical suffering, from pandemics and starvation to war and natural disasters. The list is seemingly endless and pretty grim. So if God can turn water into wine at a wedding, or heal a few people here and there, why doesn't he tackle the big stuff, like stopping a Holocaust or ending world hunger? And if you think about it, miracles, if they do happen, might also imply that God is playing favorites, which seems a bit unfair if you think about it. Why does he choose to heal some people and not others? All right, so let's break this down. Here are some thoughts that might help us understand the mystery behind miracles and suffering at least a little bit better. First, it's true, we don't always get why one person gets a miraculous healing while another doesn't. But if a miracle does happen, doesn't that mean that there's a little less suffering in the world? Then there's the idea that health, while important, isn't the ultimate goal in the Christian life. Sometimes suffering pushes us to notice and pursue deeper spiritual goods that we'd otherwise overlook. It's not that God wants some people to be sick and others healthy, but by allowing a world where suffering does exist, he does give us the opportunity to develop qualities like courage and empathy if we choose to respond in the right way. Plus, if you think about it, miracles often involve a bit of teamwork between God and humans. Maybe there are instances where God is ready to perform a miracle, but the person through whom he wants to work it isn't quite up for it. Maybe they're too scared or overly skeptical. Think of Ananias praying for Saul's sight. That couldn't have been easy given Saul's reputation for persecuting Christians. Perhaps more miracles would happen if people were more open to the risks that are actually involved. And hey, getting a miracle does not guarantee an easy life. Look at, say, Peter or Paul. Both reportedly experienced miraculous events, but still ended up facing heavy persecution and martyrdom. If God's goal is character development, then he might use other means than miracles to achieve it. If God saved us from every consequence of bad choices, we would never learn or grow. The thing is, there are many philosophical and biblical responses to pain, suffering, and unanswered prayers that at least somewhat undercut the problem of evil. Interestingly, atheism struggles more to explain miraculous healings that seem to happen in response to prayer, constantly appealing to spontaneous remission or anomaly, some kind of conspiracy or lies, or some unknown scientific explanation over every credible miracle report is far more ad hoc. Why exactly is that? Well, the truth is, if God exists, we probably wouldn't be in a good place to know his specific reasons for allowing individual tragedies. If God is all-knowing, then surely he grasps some things that we can't fathom. However, we can understand some reasons why a good God might permit certain types of evil. Again, it could be about character development, greater goods, and so on. When we consider the sheer amount of suffering, it's possible that good reasons for allowing some evil might apply to other instances too. We just don't know if there aren't other reasons behind the types and quantities of evil that we see. Also, if God answered every prayer instantly, again, we'd miss out on the soul-building benefits of faith, hope, patience, humility, empathy, and courage. Conversely, if God never answered prayers in any extraordinary ways, we would struggle in our relationship with him. We wouldn't have experiences of our own or others to reflect on and see his goodness in some kind of noticeable way. So maybe we have the best of both worlds. We live in a world where God allows enough suffering for character development, but also gives us enough evidence where we can see that he does extend help through his mercy in the form of miracles. I fully admit that none of these are complete answers, and some of you might find them to be really unsatisfying. But I don't see how the evidence from evil just completely wipes away the evidence that we have for miracles. Anyway, I hope that you found this series on miracles and testimony helpful, and thank you so much for watching.